Angels and griffins and flaws? Oh my. Hey there folks, my name is Provis, and today I'm soaring high with Triumph Studios and Paradox Interactive to show you all of the new features in the free Griffon update, releasing alongside the new Archon Prophecy expansion for Age of Wonders 4. In particular, this update offers more customization and control than we've ever seen before. Are you ready to learn more? Then let's get started. You already know that when you create a custom faction, you'll have the opportunity to select your form and customize their racial traits to fit your playstyle. This allowed for a great deal of variety, but perhaps you found you were always just one trait point short of your ideal build. Well, now we have a solution. Introducing flaws. These are negative racial traits that will reduce your defenses, healing, morale, or other options in exchange for an extra trait point that you can spend elsewhere. This may seem like a small quality of life improvement, but it will have a huge impact on your ability to design the ideal form for your empire. In previous versions of Age of Wonders 4, you've already had the chance to play with the Mage and Ritualist hero classes, general spellcasters that could fit a lot of different roles, but didn't have a specific focus. But in the Griffon update, these classes are no more. Instead, the abilities and utility have been divided into 4 new classes: the Warlock, the Elementalist, the Ritualist, and the new Battle Saint that we discussed in the previous video. This steps away from the early days of Age of Wonders 4, where your hero class was primarily tied to your weapon choice. With a more focused approach, players can enjoy more thematically dedicated classes to roleplay with their heroes, and the abilities are more intentional and synergistic and less generic. If you enjoyed your experience with the Death Knight and the Spellblade classes introduced in a previous update, then you're going to be thrilled with this change. The Warlock is a caster hero that focuses on debuffing your opponents and raising the dead. If you've ever wanted to play as a dedicated necromancer or a dark wizard, you're in for a treat. On the other hand, the Elementalist is a more realized version of the mage you're already familiar with, studying the 4 elements for incredible AoE damage and elemental summons. This is the classic wizard or sorcerer. The Ritualist, for its part, is going to be a full-time support caster with a more druidic theme, conjuring plants, healing allies, and generally controlling the battlefield. The more holy support themes have instead migrated over to the Battle Saint. In all of these cases, each of the classes will now feel more thematic and impactful. So let your imagination run wild and come up with some amazing characters for your story. New classes aren't the only hero customizations you can look forward to in the Griffon update. There are a host of new Pantheon rewards to earn as well, including new banners, armor, forge infusions, and most excitingly, a new society trait. And this one is going to be very interesting. Astrological Diviners is all about timing. Every 10 turns, your units will gain a temporary buff called Aligned Stars. And if you enter into combat on that turn, your units are guaranteed to have critical hits on every attack for that entire combat. Yes, that's nuts. Likewise, every 10 turns on the world map, any units drafted or summoned during that turn will permanently gain 20% more critical hit damage with the Born Under the Stars buff. And any city structures or province improvements completed during a 10th turn will grant extra knowledge. To play optimally, players will need to queue and time their recruitments and constructions. But if they can manage it correctly, these are some huge rewards. For those among you who love creating new factions and seeing them in action, even as an opponent or an ally, then you're about to receive more control than ever. Now in the advanced settings, you'll have the option to create a list of up to 20 city names that the faction will choose from when played by an AI or a player. You'll also be able to assign a library of heroes associated with a faction, not only the ruler, so you can customize a roster of classes, starting equipment, governor traits, and more. And if that wasn't enough, you can also dictate the order of tomes that will be researched when your faction is under AI control, ensuring it will consistently follow its assigned roleplay and not wander off script. Lastly, let's talk about some AI settings that will give players more control over the difficulty of their experience. If you're a seasoned veteran of Age of Wonders 4 and you crave more of a challenge, you'll be able to give your AI opponents a head start with extra cities, tomes, heroes, levels, or any combination. This is far better than merely assigning some arbitrary percentage bonus to an AI's income. The stakes will be higher and still feel thematically appropriate and intelligent. The developers are also adding a new setting for combat difficulty for AI players, free cities, and marauding armies. If you're a newer player struggling with the learning curve for battles, then this will offer a more forgiving option. But on the other hand, if you're some sort of a tactical genius and you want to be pushed to your limit, you can make the AI smarter and more dynamic, whatever makes your game more enjoyable and plays at your level. The development team for Age of Wonders 4 has always been committed to providing a fresh and constantly improving experience for their game with every major update, and the free Griffon update might be one of the best yet. With more customization for your forms, hero classes, AI behaviors, and more, this update will offer a more immersive experience, so you can truly lose yourself in the Astral Sea. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about the Griffon update or the Archon Prophecy expansion, then I'd encourage you to click on the link in the video description down below. And of course, don't forget to follow the Age of Wonders YouTube channel for all future updates. My name is Provis. It's been my pleasure to showcase these features for you today, and I will see you next time.